Hello everyone, my name is and today we talk about cryptocurrencies, blockchain, and today we have a special guest, Asse Sauga.
Hello.
Hello. Asse, could you tell a little bit about yourself, what do you do, and how did you got involved in cryptocurrencies?
Yeah, my background is mainly in IT and services and development. And back in 2013, I heard first about Bitcoin when I was doing some research regarding money and digital money. And then I discovered Bitcoin and decided to dig in more deeply. And as much as I learned more about it, the more excited I discovered myself there. And in 2014 I made my first investments in the worst period of time when after my investments empty cops crashed and...
Okay, you were part of that.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Fortunately not.
I don't mean nice, but that's a sad thing, but...
Fortunately it wasn't so big amount of money, so I survived. But still, the technology was really interesting for me, and then I went to as a blockchain expert. I was working with the LHV Bank, and at the beginning of 2014, that time was first one in the whole world probably when the full-time blockchain expert worked with the bank. And basically from there started my career with cryptocurrencies, with the blockchain technologies in a professional way. And today I'm now 2 years as a freelancer involved with a couple of startups. Just a couple of months ago I published my first book for the Estonians in Estonian language, which describes the cryptocurrencies and this blockchain world in simple language. And I'm working with a couple of startups, involved with one ICO currently as an advisor, and trying to help different businesses with blockchain direction. Either is it a good way to go or not in blockchain technology, and we're giving some trainings, small scale investor, and doing different activities.
My dad is actually a great fan of you. He bought the book, and he said it's a very good book. And he went to one of your conferences. As the time has come by, he's been, as everybody in this industry, you get a little bit inside of this thing, the market, and you get more excited about it. So my father is like a beat people kind of fan because of you pretty much. But I have another question. What about how would you describe the blockchain in a very simple way?
Blockchain is specific database structure which is protected by cryptographic rules, and which can work without central control, without a central party, because there's always a question how to trust the information inside some kind of database. Usually the trust provider is a central party who controls the data and who controls the database. In case of blockchain, there isn't a need for central party because the data is protected by the cryptography and cryptographic rules, and it is decentralized all over the world with different peers, and there is one common ledger about the transactions about data, which is all shared equally by those old nodes and different computers all around the world. So it's basically a decentralized database of the transactions, which are all verified by those nodes in all world. So that
can I ask one thing? What is a node, for example?
node is a computer which holds the copy of the ledger or the transaction.
It's like a supporting the network.
Yes, it supports the network as well. It does the verification. It solves the verification puzzle there, which is needed for the transaction verifications and confirmations.
Okay. And in case of as this technology is booming, it's growing all the time, and there's also a lot of hacks and stuff like this. And pretty much blockchain is solving that all the kind of problem that because it's decentralized, and if, for example, anyone wants to take the whole system down, he has to attack everything at the same time.
Yeah, it solves automatically many problems regarding the attacks just by decentralizing the data, decentralizing the control, basically, because the central point, it's called central point of failure. It's always really easy to focus all your attack resource into one point, central point. But if you eliminate this central point, then you have automatically solved many problems regarding the attacks.
Okay. I have one interesting question more about the token and the coins and blockchain involving. Can we use the blockchain without the token or the coin?
Sure, we can, but
I mean, can it like exist without the coin or the?
it can, but well, technically it can, but there are conceptual questions and philosophical questions and questions about sustainability, because blockchain is decentralized system, and it can be like totally like self-regulated ecosystem, which means self-regulated means that there are rules built in, and there needs to be some incentives and maybe some punishments, rules for different actors. And to regulate that, we probably need some kind of native token there. And that's why the tokenized decentralized blockchain systems, in my opinion, are much more sustainable ones and much more can work much better, can serve the purpose or much better, because they have easier to incentivize or punish through the tokenization methods different actors.
Okay. I don't know how much you are aware, but as I have been also involved in trading and investing with the cryptocurrencies, there is a lot of rumors that Estonia has been using blockchain way beyond before the technology itself has started like booming. Is it true?
Is it true? It's true. Blockchain itself is not a new technology. Blockchain as a database structure. Yes, there are, I think, middle of 90s different kind of blockchains tested it and tried to prototype it. But one of the probably most famous blockchain is Estonian company Quartile founded blockchain back in 2006 or 7 maybe.
Okay.
I know the guys who put it together, but it's a totally different blockchain than the Bitcoin blockchain. Their blockchain is centralized and it is good only for archiving of the data, and it gives you only the immutability of the data. It's massively scalable, but it's centralized. What Bitcoin made, Bitcoin added into the blockchain data structure consensus mechanism, so-called mining or proof of work, which made possible to decentralize the blockchain. So there are two kinds of blockchains, centralized and the private ones, and decentralized and public ones. Bitcoin is the first, which made blockchain decentralized and public, and this is the real part of it.
Okay. But as if you talk about Estonia, do you see how is it adopting the acceptance of cryptocurrencies and everything, or the business ecosystem over here as a quite innovative country?
Definitely it can improve a lot, but still, as we have this digital society here, in one way we don't have problems what people have in developer countries regarding the money and digital money, where like 4 billion people, there is like pretty much only way send money abroad is Bitcoin, because they don't have access to the banks and to the internet of money. Here we have quite good banking services, internet banks, money doesn't move so fast as in cryptocurrency world still, but it can. In that sense, we are in a little bit like in comfort zone. We don't have so much hassle than the other part of the world. But yeah, as we are in digital society, we are maybe a little bit open-minded to the new technologies, and we can see that according to some statistics, we are currently top 6 country in the world where the ICO is happening in a legal way. Like companies are founded in Estonia. That means something maybe.
That's probably because of the e-residency, yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of companies come here and
that's a environment. It's quite easy to operate here. That makes it's great benefit.
Okay. But how much are you aware of Internet of Things and artificial intelligence? As they are also like a new thing in this market, and they are quite, let's say, somehow connected with the blockchain. As I have heard a lot of stories that it's solving some core problems for the growth. And
I'm a little bit aware, but I'm not sure. Yeah, definitely blockchain will add something to the IoT, and there are some IoT specific startups, blockchain projects, IOTA for example, but still they're really early stage, and I think there's too early to say something concrete about them. So let's see what the future brings. But they're definitely blockchain technologies, ledger technologies support that direction of IoT.
because of decentralization, the data is it's not hackable. It's just, I think so far they have been having some kind of security issues for data and everything.
Because of decentralization, because of the cheaper transaction fees that are possible there, and security.
Okay, but as we are today in this moment in this market, and what do you think, your personal opinion, what are the fastest real use case scenarios where we use the blockchain?
Definitely money still. Money as a core, not core, but as a first use case, it's a really good one, because money is value as a value system is a base of all the other things. And still, this is the really great use case for testing but there are some others, identity management, for example. Supply chains need blockchain technology to create more transparency there and more trust between parties.
But can you maybe go a little bit more deep inside identity management? How does the blockchain, why it's important over there?
Identity management, in my opinion, should be fully controlled by the identity owner, not some third party. So, we have already Uport, which builds platform, decentralized platform and decentralized sovereign identity standard, which might become major identity standard in the future of the internet, I believe, I hope. And
so is it somehow like connected to the biometrics and we're gonna have it?
No, the biometric is just a way how you verify yourself. But I'm talking about identity as a platform, as an identity holder, like, which involves everything, like app, what you are using, how to create the methodology, how you're creating your identity, with who you are sharing, which kind of data, which kind of verifying information belongs into your identity, how it's related to the social proof, social networks, or your like digital profile, basically.
Okay.
It's really interesting technology, and there is a lot of potentials.
So your opinion is more likely that I have heard stories that China has something also like they're developing something for for example, you have a inner circle and this is just
China's direction is kind of other.
They want to own the control.
Yeah, other way. They want to have full control of every people, basically, and they have credit points there. They basically judge every people how they act in society, and that's the world where we don't want to go probably. But I'm talking about totally self-sovereign identity, which is controlled only by identity owner, which is person itself.
And sounds good and more fair. Yeah. And what do you think are at the moment the most important and biggest barriers what we have in terms of growth and acceptance of the whole ecosystem?
There are usability problems, definitely. There is room to improve. Then learning curve is still quite big, because technology is complicated, and and it involves so many like different ways how to act, how to think, how to value, how to approach because of this decentralization factor. Yeah.
What about government level? Do you see governments on this blockchain and decentralization will take? Is it going to be like a tough battle or more like they want to?
I think they're when they realize that I'm not sure how the future will behave, but there will be resistance. Definitely, there has been lots of resistance, but if the system owners or main actors understand really blockchain potential, then this resistance might be bigger even, but they don't have much choice. It's here already, and I believe that decentralization is a really good way to go, and it's the right way to go, and with the decentralization comes the force of the community. So that's really good thing that they do.
Okay. But maybe you can bring some example of how government structures can use somehow blockchain and decentralization.
Well, the government needs to change first. Government needs to adopt blockchain, not the other way. The blockchain is there, it's working, and first government, or like in a wider perspective, institutions, businesses needs to change and needs to adapt to new technology. It's kind of similar situation like before and after electricity, like 100 years or 150 years ago.
Yeah, so something new comes up, you're kind of like, there's a lot of resistance. But what about voting? Do you think this is something like, yeah, we can use this? Or
of course, there are really great voting platforms. NetVote is one of them. Just recently discovered. It's a really good technology and protocol. What aims to create universal blockchain agnostic voting protocol, which can be used like, for every decision making process basically. It's really great one.
okay. But I think you're a big believer in blockchain and in the long term, or you see that it will be like a big thing probably. As I have been digging here for let's say about 2 years, not so much as you. But do you think is there going to be a time in some use cases that if you say if it wasn't on blockchain, it didn't happen?
Of course. You can say it already now.
Okay.
In some situations maybe, but yeah, definitely in future, because blockchain is one of the major services of the blockchain is that immutability. If something is there, then it's there, and there's no argument.
Okay. And even maybe some companies, if do they I know there's still some people who say look at cryptocurrencies and blockchain as some shady thing. But maybe it's going to be opposite. Like if there's not a company on blockchain, then it could be a shady one.
I think it would take maybe 10 years to get that time.
Mm-hmm. I believe at the moment, the gambling and the gaming industry. For example, you play, let's say, you gamble with your money, you lose your money, but after that you don't know actually. Maybe you got robbed or you were part of some scam or a fake deal. But I think blockchain could solve that in the gaming industry, in the casinos and stuff like this.
Yeah, definitely you can change the through some logics. Yeah.
So maybe this could be one of the things, like let's say after 10, 15 years, if a casino wasn't on blockchain, or online casino, online gaming platform, then this one, I don't want to go play there. Could be.
Maybe. There are industries which need much more kind of change, where the corruption is much bigger scale, and
can you bring some examples? Maybe something that's also
any industry which is using supply chains, for example, and different local government institutions, a lot of corruption there.
So it's like the tracking of where is it coming from and where it goes, and so
activity tracking, different groups, value tracking, resource tracking. Everything can put into the decentralized ledger, and that helps a lot.
And everything is verifiable, and that's the right thing. Okay, so I think that's it for this time, and thank you for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you next time. And as well, Asse, thank you for your.
Thank you.